Yo, people, welcome back to the show. Is the lights on? Yes, the lights on. How am I sounding? I was playing them settings again. Why do I play with settings? I have no idea. But I don't know if I changed to the like internal mic or the mic that I'm supposed to use. The mic that I always use. Why is my phone going to start giving it? Danny, put it on silent. You know how this goes. But my battery's a bit flat. So sorry about this, people. How are we doing, people? So sorry, people. Wow. Anyway, right, let's get into the comments. Who is with me, people? Let's get into this. Shout out to all the real ones. As I said, I'm going to have to seriously start getting them prizes like I was talking about. Some man in the match prizes for the real ones. Like Manny last night won man in the match. Not only his football knowledge, but his boxing knowledge is very, very, very good. Man like Lee Akers would love to be winning them man in the match awards. I don't know, some little badges, anything basically. Do you know what I mean? Why do I feel like my internet's going to go funny on me and have a little meltdown? How am I sounding, guys? Lee Akers, you're in the building. How am I sounding? How's everything looking? I've been having a couple of dodgy ones on my internet. I can't even lie. Like, what's good, brother? I've got bits and pieces of gossip to go into. Lee Akers, it all looks like gossip. It's the usual. It's Pienaar. It's Tielemans. Pienaar was left out the other day of the Leicester squad, weren't he? Pretty much like Fofana was. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't mean nothing. Aubameyang's left out of Barcelona's squad tonight. Pienaar played for Villarreal. Villarreal 2 for 2. Do you know what I mean? They went away to Atletico Madrid and won. Like, do you know what I mean? There is nothing to be embarrassed of there. How am I looking? How am I sounding, people? Because I know my box is on a meltdown one. So I wonder how I'm looking, how am I sounding? Let me just take my box in and out. That's an unfortunate start. Let me take my charger. Oh, God. I've almost just dropped my charger in a bucket of water. That is fantastic. So someone tell me how am I looking, how am I sounding? Lee Akers, Linda, shout out to the real ones. 2 first people in the stream. Is it going to be a quiet one this evening? But then again, I did say that last night and it sat on 1,500 views. Shouts out to everyone who was in last night, like Linda, like the Akers. There is news to get hold of. Wilfred Zaha, man, he's murking it. Imagine if Emery got his wish, eh? We put the 70 million on Zaha. Anyway, that's reflection. What if only Saliba come earlier? I believe it'll be a top 14. Rob Holding's still spinning. Why hasn't he gone Villa yet? We've been linked with a left-footed centre-back today, a Croatian. He plays for who? He plays for who? We'll all get to this anyway. Hold on. RB Leipzig, left-footed centre-back. Jesko Gvardiol, 35 mil, allegedly, guys. Do you know what I mean? Let's wait for a couple of people, a couple of the regulars to jump in. Should I get this out there? Should I get it out there? Let a few people know that I'm live, etc. Let me get the link out. Hold on. So sorry, people. So sorry. Whoa. Only I'll get into a political whilst I am live. That is pretty incredible. How's everyone's day been? Wonderful. Yeremy Pina looked good tonight. Yeah, bro. As I said pretty much last night about always blowing off my big head. Silky smooth, a really good touch, eye for a goal. And that was pretty much proved tonight. pretty much proved tonight. And as I said, I watched him randomly last year, mate. Honestly, he scored 4 in a game. I think Villarreal won 4-2. Why are we having this conversation now? I am so sorry. Guys, please get into the fucking comments. We're linked with Arde Galea. I don't think that's going to happen. As far as I know it, the Turkish wonder boy has been given the number 10 shirt by Fenerbahce for this season. I know that means nothing, but for me, that suggests he's probably going to stay, at least if it's even just for another season or so. Do you know what I mean? I can't see him skipping ship now. But let me get into a couple of bits anyway. Marquinhos, our new 3 million Brazilian winger, 2 goals in 3 games. That's in Premier League 2 or the reserves, whatever you want to call it. Well, I'm hearing definitely now he ain't leaving. Pepe is definitely leaving. Does that mean he will be the backup right winger between him and Vieira? Does that mean no signings are on the way? Does that mean there is no Tielemans on the way? Does that mean it's 3 for 3? We're top of the league? Does the board now think we don't need anyone? Just saying, I'm literally live, guys. I don't know, I couldn't even send it in. Yep, Newcastle as well, man. They're going to be a good team this year. A consistent winger and a striker away, but then again, Almiron's looked all right. St. Maximin, for me, is a bit hit and miss, the motherfucker. Like, if Arsenal signed him, I'd be quite happy in one breath, but I'd be panicking, thinking, do you know what? There's no end product to him. He looks good every game, but sometimes no end product. But anyway, let me get into the Arsenal news. Man of the match from last night, Manny is here. Marquinhos here to stay at least until January. Does this mean there isn't? I'm not being pessimistic. Does that mean there's no signings, no Yeremy Pino, no right winger, etc.? Do you know what I mean? If Lokonga doesn't go, does that mean there's no central midfielder? Tielemans either. I do reckon whatever happens, Tielemans, whether he comes or not, it's going down to the last week. But Marquinhos, 2 goals in 3 games for the Premier League 2 side for Arsenal. Definitely staying until January. It is for a number of reasons. So acclimatising to the country, getting used to the surroundings, squad, etc. But I'm being told he'll go out on loan probably for the second half of the season. Matt Saliba, man of the match, man of the year, man of the decade. Where's his contract offer? Talking of contract offers, Martinelli, Saka I've had this absolute, it's gospel now. They have been offered new deals at the club. Zinchenko, his colleague, Ukrainian colleague, what's his name? Mihailo Mudrak is available for 17 million. He's a left winger. He's 21. He plays for Shakhtar Donetsk. Apart from that, guys, I can't tell you much more. You know, I'm not a liar. Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester United are all monitoring and could be about to prepare 50 million offers in the region of 50 million for Moises Caicedo of Brighton, the central midfielder. He's played 11 games for Brighton now. He's looked shit hot. It's incredible money, but he's 19, 20. Like, I had a feeling about this guy. Was it last January when they signed him? Or the January before, 4.5 mil? Anyway. Pepe deal, very close. He's on his way to Nice on loan. No money, no guarantees, no nothing. I don't get it. Balogun, record breaker for Reims, or Reims in France. Reims, he's got 3 and 3. Well done, Florian Balogun. As I said already, Martinelli, Saka, new contracts, more news soon. 3 players, interestingly. I was speaking some of the real ones last night. We all know Tielemans has got a year on his contract. Naby Keita, another man that's got a year on his contract. Kind of linked with Arsenal and a couple of other teams today, including PSG, whatever, Juventus as usual, Bayern. But I didn't know this one. Wilfried Zaha, 12 months in his contract. Man, he's got 3 goals in 3 Premier League games. The only team he couldn't score against was the Arsenal. I like Zaha. I get it. There's no resale value, but was there any resale value in Pepe? Is there any kind of selling value in Maitland Miles? Is there any selling value in Bellerin? I don't get it. Pienaar news has gone very quiet. Started for Villarreal tonight. Do you know what I mean? Callum Hudson-Odoi, Chelsea. Officially are letting this guy go. £20 million. What do you think, Gooners? RB Leipzig, left-footed centre-back, Jesko Govoldoli or something. Fuck me. 35 million linked to Arsenal today. Man, couldn't tell you nothing about this guy as well. And Uber, I've already told you about the £17.5 million bid from Chelsea. We'll know more in the coming days. It's all up to Barcelona. Umtiti, they've let go for free. Depay, we reckon he's going on a free to Juventus. So they're freeing up wages. They're looking at ways to get money in. They've played De Jong tonight. If they can get enough money in for Uber or anyone else, maybe they won't sell De Jong after all. But let's get into the comments. Let's see who's with me. Shouts out to you all. I can't believe last night's boxing watch along, 1,500 views or over 1,500 views now. Shouts out to you all, Yakers, Linda, Hanyumi, Manny, you're all real ones. Mate, as I said, watched him last season. He got 4 in a game. Like, he looks very cocky, very calm, very confident. I love it. Yeah, Newcastle. I did put up on Twitter, if they get me a point, the fog and the time will all be mine. Or some bollocks like that. Hanyumi, what are you saying, my brother? This is the time. We need to sign. Yep, not next week, not just before the window. Exactly, bruv. Show that kind of, not with 1-3 in a row, we're fine. If an injury comes along, we might get something. You know, if Xhaka or Partey gets injured, we might bring in a Tielemans, for example. I'd like a statement of ambition, like even bigger than Tielemans, to be honest with you. You know, maybe like a Moyes Sociedades or whatever, Ruben Neves. A Declan Rice, West Ham have started shit. A Gerard Bowen from West Ham have started shit. Like, they've had Bowen for a little while now. Like, he couldn't have signed a 70-year deal. He must have, what, 2.5 years just guessing on his deal. Go for Bowen. Show ambition. He's tireless. His work rate is unreal. And yeah, last year, what was it? 18 goals, 10 assists or something similar. Big up, my G. Big up to you. Yes, what's all the real ones? Hanyumi, Lee Akers. What do we think about this? Where's Cameron Craig? What, like, are we going to stand still? I'm not saying we're not, and I'm not getting pessimistic. It's 3 wins out of 3. It's fantastic. Even though I want 5 for 5. I've said that before the season started. But home to Fulham, home to Villa next. I don't see a problem there. So literally. But yeah, just to show everyone, like, oh, fuck, they've won 3 in a row. And look, they've just pulled out a Pienaar or a Bowen or a Declan Rice. Like, ideally, Gooners, I know we probably want 2 signings, but I'd settle with one. One Galactico, one massive signing. Do you know what I mean? I still have a third choice striker, but anyway, that can wait. So did I, bruvs. But listen, if any of their wingers and Sterling or Havertz start producing the assists, what they're basically capable of, Uber will find a way to score goals there. They were beaten well today, but you know what I mean? You can see they lack a goal scorer. Sterling's not a striker, you know what I mean? Oh, most definitely, bruvs. And I totally take that. Do you know what it is? Obviously, if you've watched me for the last 2 years on YouTube, everyone's like, oh, like, mate, if you look, just yesterday, or was it? When? Sorry, we played Bournemouth yesterday, yeah? Yeah, of course, yesterday. So sorry, man, I was almost tripping. Go look at one of the first comments I got. It's from I am Beeve or something. Go look at my Twitter, just the thing. One of the first comments I got, mate, was, I bet you're really pissed off. Arsenal are winning. Everyone seems to think like I'm just very negative. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I was tripping when Arsenal was on that run. This is the season before last, when we're getting beat at home by Wolves 3-0, Burnley 1-0, Villa 3-0. Yes, I was tripping last year because, mate, if you'd have watched me last year, Hanyumi can confirm this, Lee Akers can confirm this, Linda could even confirm this. I swear this to God, as God is watching me, let God strike me down. Like, bro, I didn't just say it with 3-4 games to go. When it was Arsenal, Man United and Tottenham, all pretty much languishing, looking shit, within a point of each other, I said, guys, my prediction is Man United are going to drop out of this race, and it's going to come down between Arsenal and Tottenham. Some of the real ones, I don't have to mention them because they're here tonight, predicted it. One of them even suggested was I a secret Tottenham fan. And this is one of my hugest fucking viewers. And I know he didn't mean it out of spite. He's probably sitting there thinking, why am I mentioning it again? One even as I say, or my biggest viewers slightly even accused me of being a Tottenham fan. But the reason when they said this was, so I think Tottenham were like 3 games behind us. 3 games, yeah. I mean, we had 3 games in hand and whatever. Listen, again, we was in such a good position. Tottenham had no right. Then suddenly we lose 3 games in a row. Brighton, Southampton, and was it Palace? Again, Manny, I'll be straight with you. He shouldn't have been given a contract before the end of the season. He should have been sacked straight away, immediately. And if to the end of the season his services was called upon, he should have been sacked at the end of the season. I'm not going to get into this mad now because at the end of the day we are top 3 wins in a row. But if Emery had lost the dressing room after finish a point behind Champions League, yeah, this guy yet hasn't finished a point behind Champions League. Or anyway, last season after 3 years, Emery had 1 year. He didn't get his own signings. I wanted Zaha, I got Pepe. I wanted Fabinho, I got Terrea. I wanted Maguire, I got Socrates. This is why he played Guendouzi 49 games in a row. Guendouzi was his signing. So that was his little statement to the board. I don't care if this geezer can't even walk no more. I don't even care if he plays shit. I'm playing him every game. Maybe some of the reasons got Emery sacked. All I'm saying is, Emery didn't get a crack at the whip like Arteta. So congratulations to Arteta, as you're pretty much maybe saying, Manny. But this is a year and a half, you know what I mean? 18 months, 2 years, almost too late. But blinding, let's crack on. And hence back to the actual main point. Let's now make a signing or 2. Let's get a Ruben Neves, a Declan Rice, a Bowen. Do you know what I mean? Let's make a statement at signing or 2. Let's show people we're serious. We're not only top after 3 games, you know what I mean? Even though that doesn't mean nothing. But yeah, we're not only top after 3 games. We've got Villa and Fulham, or Fulham and Villa next at home. I see that as another 6 points. That's 5 for 5. Yeah? 5 games, 5 wins. 15 points. Then it's away at Old Trafford. Man United have to do a lot to improve before they can beat us, I reckon. Worst way, a draw. Now, this is what me and the real ones, mate. I'm almost tempted, yeah? You're very new to their channel, but I'm very tempted to either throw you in, or my WhatsApp group is very, very personal. Obviously, we've got each other's numbers. The Twitter group is buzzing, you know what I mean? And it's got people like Yumi in it, Hazard, Easy, or Abdul, that's his real name, Lumberkamp, Yui, our Turkish brother. I just had a funny thought in my head, actually, you know that. But anyway, yeah, back to the group. What was I actually thinking of? Hold on. We were talking on the group yesterday, and it was one of our points. I can't remember who else said it as well. I had New Miliakers, whoever said it. It was like, we are just, and our goals, with all respect, 2-3 injuries would hurt any team. Look, when Liverpool didn't have Van Dijk, when it was always the centre halves, Van Dijk, Matip, Gomez all getting injured. Like, that's some unfortunate shit. But if something like that did happen to us, it would just collapse our season. But at the end of the day, we've got 2 right backs. One's very injury prone, and one I don't really rate very well. You know what I mean? Are we going to play the 50 million centre back there? Who knows? Left back, I am happy with 2 very good left backs. Centre mid, we've got 4 centre mids. You'd like to think that's enough. Does it lack that bit of quality though? When Xhaka Partey's injured, how good is Lokonga and Elneny? Elneny will always work hard for you, but he ain't exceptional. Lokonga, the jury's still out on him for me. Tielemans, is he the guy that gets us top 4? I rate him as a midfielder. Is he as good as Partey or Xhaka or even better? I'd like better now to get us top 4. I think Bowen would be one fuck of a signing for us. He's got the work ethic, everything. His stats from last season pretty much back that up. And that's what the disappointing thing is about the club. Shouts out to CJ as well. Oh my God, yes, I will phone you the second. I'm going to write that down on such a matter. Phone CJ. This geezer thinks I'm taking the piss, innit? Phone CJ. Where was I? Sorry. See, this is the thing. So, say we did get unbelievably, and it would be unlucky, but Xhaka and Partey injured. Or say we got Party injured for a month. Exactly suspended for 1 or 2 games. Let's just say even 1 game, which can very much happen. We've seen it at Arsenal before. You've now got Lokonga on any. That might get us through away at Bournemouth or at home to Fulham. Will it get us anywhere when it's Villa, Chelsea, Man United, Tottenham, etc.? Do you know what I mean? And as like who said it, Manny, brilliant. If Jesus gets injured, mate, I'm not trying to knock Nketiah's confidence or anything about him as a human being, but I don't know how this kid got the 14 shirt, 100 grand a week, and he's got like 10 goals in his career at Arsenal. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, best of luck to Nketiah, but fuck me, I don't get it. Oh, no, we definitely did, bros. And again, thankfully, I do believe we might have went, well, we probably wouldn't have, because we actually didn't listen to Emery at all. But it was just way too much money. Again, Zaha, it was very similar money. 70 million they wanted for Zaha, 72 for Pepe. But it was 70 million cash money Palace wanted, and we weren't putting that down. We put down 20 million for Pepe. I think 20 the season after 15, something like that, 24, 15, 16, so yeah, something like that, yeah. 20, 15, and whatever as a drink. And then Ross and Ellie's fucking drink. Do you know what I mean? But Fabinho might have been doing a better signing than Torreira. Zaha, well, fuck me, I'd still take Zaha now at 29, licking 30. Do you know what I mean? Fuck me. 4 years ago, Zaha was still banging, you know what I mean? And he's an Arsenal fan. He'd do anything, as we've all heard him say, to play a European game at the Emirates under the lights, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? That would have been better than this little bastard that's cost us the same money anyway. And after Raul Sanelli robbed us on 140 grand a week, we should have got Zaha. Fabinho, we apparently made what they call an 11th hour bid. Too little, too late. Maguire was never going to happen, I get it. But what you don't do is just bring in a Socrates. He was basically saying, I didn't want Socrates. Hence why Guendouzi at 7 million, he would have played him every game. Fuck off. Is that official? Where's my phone? Bro, is that official, yeah? Seriously. Roger sacked. Listen, if you're a Leicester fan, you want to be careful what you wish for. Like, I'm not saying he's the best manager in the world and didn't bottle it at Liverpool, but he's won Leicester an FA Cup. And under the speculation, Fofana doesn't want to play, Tielemans doesn't want to play, Maddison, you know what I mean? He might want out. Vardy's best years are probably behind him. It's a tough job at Leicester, but you know what? They've still got good players. It ain't mission impossible. It seems like they're getting no backing at all. And that they have to sell before they buy. And if they don't sell soon, they're going to have no chance of buying. But anyway, shouts out to Yumi, Manny, CJ, Lee Akers. Who else we got? Linda. Who else in the building? Guys, please hit the comments in. Let's start firing the comments at me. And let's go. Where's the usuals tonight? Where's the Cams? Where's the Craigs? Where is everyone tonight? Where are we? All the real ones. Where is all of the real ones tonight? Fuck me. Shouts out to you all. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. What am I up to? Bomber fucking clots. That's literally all I'm going to say to that is bomber seed. Right, guys, please if you getting likes on the video, do be subscribing if you're new. Come on, 1,500 views on the video last night. This one's going to be nowhere close. Come on. Where's Manny with their man of the match questions? The Akers, what do you think? You've already said you don't think we'll sign anyone. So if it was just one signing, because I'm worried about right back, I'm slightly worried about goalkeeper. But touching wood, with God's help, we'll get there. It sounds silly saying, all right, I'll write like a central midfielder more than a right back, but I don't know. If we can't get money for Bellerin, I'd be tempted to keep him as my backup for Tommy. At least he's fucking played a lot of Premier League football. So it shouldn't be a shock to Bellerin. I suppose we'd rather his 100 grand a week off the wages off the fucking bill, but at the end of the day, he's probably still better than Cedric. What do you think about that, Manny? Who? Moyes. Again, so I spoke to our Hammer today, and they were like, yeah, mate, Moyes out. And I was like, you know what, yeah? You've punched above your weight, yeah? Literally for 2 seasons. Like, careful what you wish for. Who's going to replace Moyes? Give him a couple of games. I'm sure he'll work it out, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is the fickleness of football fans these days. I'm like it as well. By the end of the day, I do support Arsenal. Arsenal, with all respect, are a bigger club than Leicester. Arsenal, with all respect, are a bigger club than West Ham. Do you know what I mean? I honestly don't expect Arsenal finishing 8th, not any day of the week. Do you know what I mean? I don't expect Arsenal not to be in the Europa League any day of the week. But hey, guys, that is just me and just my opinion on it. But fuck it, as you know, I'm always right anyway, so fuck. Please hit your likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Why is it so quiet this evening, guys? Why are you doing this to me? Where's Manny? We need some award-winning fucking comments on this situation now. I'm hearing all kinds of fucking noise outside the block. Who's with me, people? Again, there's only 7 of us here. 9 now. Maybe I should give up to a different lady. Who's screaming outside the window? This happened last night as well. But bigging up all on the watch along last night, man. I don't know, yeah, 1,500 views. That was mad impressive. Manny the man of the match. Bellerin was a decent right back and good enough to help Betis win the Spanish Cup. Sure, he has said a few stupid things and focused a lot on appearance, but he has his qualities. Yeah, and it does make me wonder because he seemed to love Bellerin when he got there, but then again, he loved, like how he loves Nketiah now, he loved Reece Nelson for a hot minute. He does seem to have his favourites, do you know what I mean? CJ, I'll listen to that in a minute. There is a blatant argument going on here. What is going on? There's arguments. I can hear police sirens. This looks interesting. There's madness going on outside the place. Let me read this. Exactly, bros. And again, he's played Premier League football. I know Cedric has, but Cedric, he's decent. But again, big games, Europa League, Chelsea, Man U, Totti. Them big games like White Hart Lane. One of the main reasons why we're not playing Champions League football, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, did Tommy come off? Tommy come off, probably Cedric come on. Holding got sent off or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I just think we deserve better. We're Arsenal, you know what I mean? And sometimes we put our money. I got no problem with Ben White. Did we need £50 million Ben White? I've said it a million times on this stream. We should have just took Saliba home and concentrated on getting it in Didi or Bissouma or something. For me, he's better than Cedric. I honestly just don't think we want to pay 100 grand a week to him no more. And as for anything he said, like, I don't know, politically, I think he's a G. He's a non-Muslim, obviously like myself, do you know what I mean? And I've screamed Free Palestine, how wrong it is. Like, I've had a lot of nights before, obviously, you've come on, clearly, do you know what I mean? But again, Hank Yumi will tell you, Hazard, Abdul, Ty will tell you. Do you know what I mean? The way I've backed Free Palestine, things I've said on Twitter. I've had people telling me as well, some of my Muslim brothers, you know what I mean? Shouts out to all my brothers that read the Quran, like, telling me, Dan, slow down, you gotta get banned. I said one word anyway, and the video did get banned. Like, I just said, I know which kind of, who is the people responsible for the tortures, the massacres, and all the wrongdoing anyway. I don't want no more videos affected, you know what I mean? And high profile like Bellerin. So shouts out to Bellerin. I think everything he says about Palestine and where he backs it, bang. You know what I mean? He could donate a bit of his 100 grand a week towards it, do you know what I mean? But so if I was in this situation, I certainly would. I'd be doing that bit more without just chatting on Instagram. But shouts out to him, do you know what I mean? He's a good human being. I wonder what actually happened. I think it is just financial, isn't it? 100 grand a week's a lot of money now. They've got rid of the lacquer, 180, 190. Pepe 140 on the way out. Uber 350, 360, 370, whatever you believed on the way out. You know, oh, gone, sorry. You know what I mean? Black are gone if I said on the way out. You know what I mean? And that wage bill, again, you know what I mean? Without doing the maths right now in my head, must be massively reduced. Ty, what's going on, my G? How are you? Well, that was one of Alexis Sanchez's problem, though, isn't it? Do you remember the argument of Bellerin? I don't like Sanchez. He takes things too seriously, even in training. Alexis Sanchez's response to that, was pretty much Bellerin's a pussy. Do you know what I mean? Gonna be a quick one. Respect. Make sure you get the like on the video. 1,500 views. Saluba. Free Palestine from the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Right, that's the last reply. But man, I've got about 100 messages to get back to. Shouts out to you, Ty. Thanks for the love as always. 1,500 views, man. And yeah, has anyone got any opinions? I'd love a Sanchez at Arsenal now. He's a modern day beast of Sanchez. That would suit me right down to the ground now. Do you know what I mean? That would suit me right down to the ground. A lot of bookiness going on. We love a bit of bookiness in the place. Shouts out to all the real ones. Where are the real ones tonight? Where's Hazard? Where's Jumar? Where's Long Burkham? Where's Craig? Where's Cam? Where's Didi? They were all there last night. Who else? Who else? Blazer. Oxford Newman about Sanchez wanting to win too much. Yeah, Sanchez himself was no saying. And laughed. I remember that, bros. You know why he laughed, bros? Because he was probably, and even in my opinion, the best player on the park, innit? For me, Sanchez was probably many things, but he wasn't a quitter. He was a soldier. He had play with a bandage on his leg. I remember being injured, you know what I mean? Pre-season training, he should be on holiday. This guy's training on beaches in Chile, etc. He was the ultimate professional, innit? I don't know all the details. We've heard the rumours. We can definitely do this. If you want to come live with me one night, we can go. We can start at Anfield 89 and go onwards. But I mean, like, key moments in Wenger's tenure at Arsenal. Alexis Sanchez. Who do you blame? It's almost like you're on the Hector Bellerin side there. Not that there should be a side, but if there was such a thing of sides in this, I would have agreed with Alexis Sanchez all day long that guy was a pagan and a snake, you know what I mean? And he didn't battle enough, and it was because of people like him, we're not winners out here, do you know what I mean? We are not brute winners, we are losers because of people like him, in my opinion, you know what I mean? And Alexis Sanchez's opinion, we're going to keep being serial losers if we have people like him. And yeah, I made Sanchez right in saying that. I literally do. There was nothing wrong in what Sanchez said. All he wanted was the best. You know what I mean? Hence why he probably left and thought Man United was best for him in the end. We all know, he made the wrong decision. By the end of the day, he probably thought it was for the best of his career. Oh yeah, and I have 450 grand a week must have made it a bit easier for him. But we weren't going nowhere fast, and Sanchez was a true professional. Like, I think he done zero wrong at Arsenal, to be honest with you. That's what I mean, absolute baller. So hold on, I'm not saying Manny did say that. I hope I upset Manny. I think Manny was basically saying, let me read it again. The story that Hector spoke about Oxford was about Sanchez wanting to win too much. Yep, he did want to win too much. Even in training, bro, he wanted to win too much. He went in hard on Bellerin on a tackle, and Bellerin cried like a little girl and had to fix his moustache and hair. Was no saint. Yeah, he might have been a naughty guy, but when it come 3 o'clock match day, bros, he was a fucking solid professional, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? Yes, and again, there was half an excuse. He's a Catalan boy, wanted to play for Barca, etc. Could have given us a couple of more seasons, little bastard, though. Like, all right, when he was coming back to the country, he fully wanted to come to Arsenal. Wenger got stubborn and said, "Well, we've bought Ozil. Like, you're gone. You're replaced, mate." I still would have took Fabregas back, but they're the things. Wenger had 11 great years at Arsenal and then 11 not so great years at Arsenal. Oh, exactly. We were the only team that beat them home and away, and comfortably. Do you know what I mean? Um, Again, it was the inconsistency as far as I remember against the small teams, and well, really the big teams battered us every time we went near them. The supposed top 4, top 6, whatever. Do you know what I mean? But that was tragic. You know what I mean? Yeah. I get that, brother, and I really do totally agree with you. But I remember, do you remember the one with him running down the beach? He's just come back from injury and he's training. I think the captain said training hard to be back for Arsenal, and he's running on the beach with all sorts of bricks or rucksacks containing bricks in his bag. The physio said he should have been at home resting. The guy had determination, passion, and spirit. Do you know what I mean? I honestly think, you know what I mean? Hindsight is a beautiful thing. It's easy to say, but I would have gave Sanchez that 350, and I think he would have died for Arsenal, even more than he did in his time there at the club. Do you know what I mean? Sanchez was scoring, he was assisting. So unless he was doing something in the change room that was bugging everyone, I don't think so. Yes, he went hard in training, but you know what I mean? What's the point of being soft in training? No, we don't want to get any injuries in training. I get that. But honestly speaking, I can say this as an Arsenal fan, and only you can tell me, Manny, if you disagree with me. If you had to go to war or even play for Arsenal with 11 Bellerins, so to say, or 11 Sanchez's, I know what I'm going with. I also believe I know what's going to win. He definitely did, but he pushed himself to the limit, and he expected Bellerin to push himself to the limit and not play with his hair and worry about his moustache and whatever so much. Do you know what I mean? Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I totally make Sanchez right. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know he's over the hill. I'd have been tempted to bring him back in the fucking summer just for a fucking year or so. Do you know what I mean? We're getting rid of Pepe anyway. He would not have been any worse than Pepe. Oh, mate, he did. He stopped. I'll tell you when he stopped. I loved him, and I know it's silly. So I was like, fuck me, he talks like a Cockney. Like, he talks more Cockney than me. If you had me and Bellerin on the phone, you'd think he was more English, and I might have been more from fucking Spain. Not that I sound Spanish either, but you get what I mean. He adapted to the country well. He learned the lingo. You know what I mean? Just cracked on with life, whether it was his YouTube and businesses and Forest Green and business acquisitions in London. Yeah. But he kind of just stood still. For me, from like 22, 23, I know he had a couple of injuries on the way, but you know, so as other players. But yeah, basically, he never got any better. He just stood still for me. Do you know what I mean? And then more disturbingly, he seemed to lose a yard of pace. You know what I mean? And then he played all right a couple of games, and all of a sudden he was dropped, and we sort of never see him again anyway. Yeah, possibly. I've seen worse defensive brains at the club. I've seen Tavares. He will score the odd goal like you've seen at Marseille, like you see in his Arsenal debut, like you see when he scored. Was it against Chelsea or someone? Palace he scored last season. But then he hands balls things against Tottenham away, vital when you're going for Champions League. Tries to header a ball and it hits his arm again. When was that? Last season. Do you know what I mean? You've even suggested maybe he's more of a winger, but I don't think he's quite got that. He's just got to learn the art more of defending for me, mate. I don't really think so either, bros. Unless it would be somewhere like something where it meant something so bad, and even though this sounds silly, like a Barcelona, like I don't know, where the spotlight's on you. You was in the Barcelona Youth Academy, probably, you know what I mean, a little while after Fabregas, whatever. But you know what I mean, you've come through that line of Barcelona kids, you know. Maybe he'd like to represent them, but if he was good enough, he'd have went to Barcelona when Barcelona were Barcelona. If he goes there now, he's probably just, you know what I mean, filling in. And probably because we'll give him away for free, like we do with people to Barcelona, like Uber. You think Barcelona will give us anyone for free? Exactly. I don't think he'll make the Spain squad, bros, because even when he was half decent at Arsenal, he never really made the Spain squad. I don't know this factually, but I think you can probably count on one hand how many caps he's actually got. I can never remember him at any European Championships or World Cups for Spain. The odd friendly here and there, perhaps, but I don't know if he's ever really went World Cup or European Championships with Spain. And even if he did he play any minutes? I don't know. Spain definitely don't miss him, whatever happens, or don't seem to need him. So yeah, I don't know. If he was that good at Sociedad, wouldn't they at least offer 5 mil? If it's his wages, or if he loves them so much, or Betis or whatever, half your wages is 50 grand a week, or whatever's affordable for them. But if I was the agent of Bellerin now, I'd be Arsenal and Edu. I'd be phoning up the agent saying, "Well, listen, he ain't going nowhere for free. Barcelona nowhere. This is not Uber Aubameyang time. You're going nowhere for free, mate. Get your Faisal out or fuck off." Talking of Faisal, it is easy. Oh mate, much shouts out to us all. But yeah, never making the Spain squad is one thing, bros. But you can forgive that. Spain are all right. It's almost like England being blessed with right backs. You know what I mean? It's not the easiest thing to do. Getting to the England team as a right back. Shit happens. But as I say, there's levels out here. So I mean, I can't remember it at all. Play much, was that the last minute or two of the game? I honestly can't remember him starting a significant game for Spain. When I say significant, meaningful. And again, I'm not starting on Bellerin. What the fuck? I'm not starting on Bellerin. I'm just saying, like, yeah, he could have done so much more. So again, that's why I answered passionately, not in a bitchy way about the Sanchez thing. I blame Bellerin for that. If Bellerin trained harder, if Bellerin done this and that, I think he's a lot better player. At 17, 18, 19 and 20, Bellerin looked better than he's done at any other time in his career. Do you know what I mean? He was ever present last season, but they don't want him at all this year, whether it's financial or not. There's ways to sort this out. Give us 5 million for him. Fuck it. They must be able to come up with 5 million. Two of them played today. Who have they got? Kyle Walker, Trent Alexander. They've even got Kieran Trippier. That's why you feel for the ones like even the up and coming ones, like say it was Reece James. Jesus Christ, there's another one. But it's hard work, say for the Lamptey at Brighton or say a Max Aarons, but he looks a bit shit anyway now. At Norwich, you know what I mean? It must be hard work if you're 18, 19, 20 and you know what I mean, you're a right back thinking shit. It's hard work for me to get in the England squad. But why should he need to leave Arsenal? Do you mean leave the Premier League? Is the Premier League suddenly too strong for him? Do you know what I mean? I think it's a passion thing, bros. Honestly, I think he's, again, this is not trying to sound horrible or nasty. He's a bit like Ben White. Maybe he was a bit blessed. Rich parents, who knows? He was blessed, like, to be a footballer. Ben White didn't even know who Vieira was or who wore the number 4 shirt. Ben White admits he doesn't like football. He doesn't like the whole transfer deadline, social media. Oh, well, he just doesn't do football. After training, that's it. He's done. He gives 100%, as he says, and he goes home and waits for match day. Like, again, after that, he can't stand football. He doesn't care about transfer news. Like, he's just not in a football as a sport. I don't know. It's badminton I sign the fucking fuckers into. Like, I find that so weird. And I think that's the same with Bellerin. He's got other interests. You know what I mean? Maybe just retire and pursue them. But that's him being greedy. He wants every 100 grand a week he can get from Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? So it was all like the money and the love of the game, bros. I'm sure he'll get a Real Betis or a Barcelona or a Real Sociedad or Atletico Madrid. They've all traded with right backs over the last season or two, whether it's Emerson Royals or this one or that one. Do you know what I mean? Sergio Dost or Sergino Dost Dest. Do you know what I mean? Gemma, good evening. I see your point now. I love your calmly explained it, unlike others who ranted and raved. Yeah, but mate, I'm never into the ranting and raving. Even though I have done with people just say, oh, how do you know? Like, do you know how many people last season, mate? You'd have to, some of my titles, sack Arteta, play Saliba. That's probably over a year ago. Saliba linked with loan move to Newcastle. Please let him stay. Saliba going back to set, like, it didn't take a genius to work out. Just a half decent manager like a Pep, a Jurgen Klopp would not have let this guy go on loan. They'd have been nurturing him himself. I believe only the last loan at Marseille was half decent for him. Like, you know what I mean? High profile club, on TV a lot of attention, broke into the French team, real G. Remember, Fofana can't do that. Do you know what I mean? Konate, as far as I know, Upamecano, Bayern Munich, Konate at Liverpool hasn't really done that. Is it Daniel Ndickia? He hasn't done that. Fuck's sake. I thought it was midnight or something already. Hold on. Good evening, Gemma. I just have. Mate, when was that? That would have been after a disaster. That would have been after the disaster fucking start to the season because he mustn't have been gone on loan yet. What was the other Saliba titles of mine? Saliba's still here. I pray he stays. I've had loads of Saliba titles. Should I go look at my channel? Let's just see if I can. How would I go about doing this? Let me just go YouTube, Danny AFC TV, and let me put next to it Saliba. Saliba decision. Arteta signs new deal. It's official. Nobody, and there's a C, probably cares. I'm always right. Saliba. Plus transfer gossip. Friday Night Live. Where is Saliba? Look. That was 1 month ago. The one before was 1 year ago. 1 month ago, I was saying, where is Saliba? Yeah, Friday Night Live. No, Friday Night Hype. Where is Saliba? Arsenal want 35 mil for Saliba. That was, again, not so long ago. Saliba is here. Training double hard. Transfer news. I'm always right. Respect on my name. Saliba, blah, blah, blah. Keep Arteta and sell Saliba and Guendouzi. Or sack your guy now. Oh, that was yeah, right. Keep Arteta and sell Saliba Guendouzi, or sack your guy now. That's 1 year ago. Arsenal gossip, European news. Saliba dumped next week. That's 1 year ago. Saliba is leaving. Kiss my teeth. Is 1-1 an improvement? Fuck knows who that was against. So yeah, fuck me. I didn't realise I've probably got 50 titles with Saliba's name in it. Wow. Tiana, what go on, girl? How you doing, Miss Pretty? What's good? All the way from Brighton, I think he said. Well, go on, Brighton's finest. So yeah, though, back to you. Not being rude. the Tiana. Yeah, Saka Arteta plays Saliba. Yeah, mate. Do you know what I mean? They were the real ones. I was like, yeah. Again, I honestly believe if it wasn't Rob Holding playing at White Hart Lane last year in Saliba, like it wouldn't have been a disaster. He wouldn't have been sent off. He wouldn't have been spinning every time Son got the ball. These are the things I find weird. Like Guendouzi, we sold him for pittance, mate. Do you know what I mean? I didn't see what he done so bad at Brighton. You give Uber the captaincy, you give him a new deal, you give him 350 grand a week. If he's late and persistently fucking around, yes. But even in the Amazon All or Nothing, Edu, his first words to this was, "Are you sure you want to sell him? We're going for top 4." Like he was suggesting, like what I said on this very stream, keep him to the end of the season and dump him immediately. Or bring a replacement. And we were lied to. Dusan Vlahovic. I'm so sorry, but it's actually on there. It actually says it. You know that if you look wow, look. It actually is. It actually look at the thing. Shall I not pin your comments then? Who's this? Who? Suleiman Walgon, Gunners Forever, of course, G. Brother, please put a like on the video. Do be subscribing, as I've definitely not seen that name before. So please be subscribing. Let me see a notification right now in front of me. The subs are going well. Respect to you. What are you thinking? Are you thinking Arsenal have started so well that the board, Vinay, Edu are going to think we don't need to sign no one? Or is this going to whet our appetites thinking, shit, we've won 3 in a row. We've got Fulham and Villa at home. With respect to both of them, I think that we should be mashing both of them down. I reckon after 5 games, we should have 15 points. That's maximum, and we'll still be top of the league going to Old Trafford on game 6, week 6, match day 6 of the Premier League. Sorry, that's a very American. How do they say Premier? The Premier League? Premier. Fuck it. But yeah, we should be in a good position. Like, failing any disaster, like if we lose at home to Fulham, disaster. Lose at home to Villa, disaster. We've played so well, do you know what I mean? All I'm saying is this squad one touch thin. I would be shitting myself if Jesus got injured. Nketiah's alright, but I still don't even know if he scored over 10 goals in his Arsenal career. Don't know how many goals to games he's got. Someone check out for me. Hankini, Bergkamp, anyone. Manny. How many games has Nketiah played for Arsenal? First team. And how many goals has he got? I don't begrudge him. I just find it incredible. He got fucking a legend, number 14 Henri shirt and 100 grand a week. Saliba, Gabriel, they should be the people getting the shirt numbers they want. They should be getting 100 grand a week. You know what I mean? Gabriel's sat on 50 grand a week. I think Saliba's on 40 grand a week. They've both got 2 years on their deal. Holding earns more than both of them and has got more years on his deal. Why? And that was another decision from Arteta. Give Holden a new deal. Give El Neni a new deal. We all need squad players. Don't get it twisted, Manny or anyone else. But when Chelsea send the guy out on loan, how many times have you seen, whether it's Conor Gallagher or a Billy Gilmore or Loftus-Cheek, you got to sign a deal first? You know, I'm not saying I want any of our loan crop to sign a deal first, but do you know what I mean? You get my point. With Saliba, you try that motherfucker before you go Marseille, Nice, and Etienne, Nantes, anywhere. Do you know what I mean? You make him sign a new deal. As I always said, if he comes back and blows, then what? You know what I mean? And he's coming back and he's more than blowing. He will go to Qatar. He'll go to Qatar ahead of people like, well, he's going ahead of Umtiti. He'll probably go with the likes of Varane, Kimbele. I don't know. Then it's a flip up between Upamecano, Konate. They've got a few fucking centre halves, France, isn't they? Yo, check my last comment. So sorry, G. Where is it? This one here is the only one I see. And I said that one. Bro, you've had a comment took away. Yeah, brother. What was your last comment? Please just say it again, because it has been took away, but I've already mentioned the one about Leicester. My phone's going nuts. Huh. Ah, man, I just got a text. Surprised you're not cussing Man U. I don't need to cuss Man U. They're the guys that spent 57.5 million on a 5 foot fucking 9 centre back. Thank God Arsenal didn't get involved in that one. Like, Jesus. Solomon, why haven't you subscribed to the channel? Agree on Uber. After the Gunduzi was really down to Arteta failing to impose standards at the beginning. The best managers do. Arteta is welcome of ensures he can't control players. Most definitely. But the Guendouzi thing, you could have wrapped your arm around him. I earn more pay, whatever. Got sent off. Remember, Leno got not career threatening, but he got injured for the rest of the season. Not that I care. Martinez helped us come in and win the cup. Then got sold. But anyway, that's a story for a different day. Who does that as well? But for me, like a Patrick Vieira, Guendouzi was only defending his injured player. And this guy wasn't injured on the floor, play acting and feigning injury. Leno was injured and ruled out for the rest of the season. Not many goalkeepers get ruled out for the rest of the fucking season. I don't see what really Guendouzi done that wrong. And he got banished from the squad forever. Hearsay says he was meant to make a public apology. I'm sure he would have, but if it's true he didn't, I don't know. I still don't think you deserve to lose your Arsenal career. Especially when you're a good player, bros, you know what I mean? And again, you don't get into the France team if you're shit. And Guendouzi has got into the French team. Shouts out to everyone. Ian Bill, party people, how's that fucking chip shop? Must have deleted it. I'll send it again. Wow. Let me just see. We knew how good Saliba was time ago. All those pussies saying he's not ready. Where are they now? Yeah, not one of them has said, like, again, I don't need a Blue Peter badge. It would be nice to get a nice comment like, raw, like you said it for ages. I remember even just down to 3-4 months ago, proper spiteful. What is your infatuation with Saliba? What is it? Are you slightly whatever and la la la? Have you ever seen him play? I was like, I've monitored him at Saint Etienne on loan. Nantes, or did he go Nice? Nantes, Marseille. All right, let me leave that phone alone. Why did this happen at 10? Yeah, bros. Again, as I said, even though I think the Marseille loan was the most beneficial to him, we should have kept him then. Like, there was no need to buy Pablo Mari. You had the luxury of seeing Pablo Mari on loan, and you thought he was so good, you'd go and then spend money on him. I don't get it, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? Then you gave Holden a new deal. How about giving Saliba a new deal? Again, personally, I don't fucking get it. The Uber thing. Discipline is discipline. And I do agree with Arteta and the other manager on that. But was it so mad you had to banish him and risk us not getting top 4? Which basically we didn't. I don't know what the fuck that is on me. But Saturn's touched me, but yeah, I'm getting freaked out now. And you don't know. I think I've missed a couple of comments. Hold on. 62 league games and 10 league goals. Hold on. Who did I ask you to look at? Hold on. 62 league games and 10 league goals. 5 last season when it didn't matter. 23 goals in 93 over periods. Oh man, it's my daughter. Hold on, guys. I have to mute you, babe. That's my daughter on the phone. Had to answer to my daughter immediately. I'll be getting beat up. Hold on. Do you know what? I hate disrespect. Do you know what? My daughter's texting me about cars. Who was we talking about, man? Manny, I'm so sorry. I don't want to go on from that. Agree on Uber. Blah, blah, blah. Who are we talking about right here again? Fuck knows. Can we tell before I go on? Another bullet dodge, definitely. I want to know who you're talking about. The 62 league games. Baka grabs on a those players and it gets sent off a lot. Hugs them on set up. Yeah, do you know what? Even down to he was talking tactics after Xhaka was sent off, and he was like, "Okay, guys, what's your disciplinary for the club? Huh? Xhaka, stay on more than," and all laughing and joking about him getting sent off the last week. Yes, I found that all slack. Again, it's clearly having favourites, isn't it? Nketiah holding him to his balls. I'm leaving for free, so he kind of gave him 100 grand a week and a number 14 shirt. Why do I feel in a year from now he's not going to like Nketiah? I don't want to be critical, but you know yourself, guys. Play 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 max good games and are in the Premier League. You will get picked for England and Gareth Southgate. I haven't seen Nketiah do that. And we definitely did. Interesting, just make everyone exactly. Even the Lacazette grabbing up Cedric. Now, who was the little? Again, this is not raising the ginger kid. I think that got dashed down. I didn't reckon. Was that like a little surgeon or something? Did someone just dye his hair, or was I buzzing? Did I go colourblind? Was Cedric just talking up for one of the youths that I think Lacazette dashed to the floor because the youth was running his bollocks off. Lacazette got involved, kind of tackled him, so he tackled him back. And Lacazette kind of dashed into the floor and starts grabbing Cedric's. I know you're not talking about that. Eddie Nketiah, right, I need to go straight back. A lot could have been a substitute. Let me look. 62 games, 10 goals, 5 last season. I need the amount, 23 goals. 95 goals. 8 League Cup goals. Yeah, I remember being at his debut. He got 2. Plymouth, I think. I can't remember his debut. I remember Eddie. Well, it's nothing to write home about, is it? Do you know what? I don't want to start on him. He scored a couple at Chelsea last year. That should have pushed us towards top 4. But my only point on that is, and I'm not bitching at Nketiah, is as you said, I think it was you, Manny. God forbid if Jesus gets injured. Like, I worry about this. Take Saka or Martinelli right now. I'm not sure if Vieira's ready. Marquinhos, is he ready? Will Emil Smith-Rowe go there? Thanks for that, bro. You're a real one. Man. Nothing to honestly really write home about, is it? Now, League Cup, I can't remember last year. We had a decent run. We got to a semi-final. I can't remember how many he scored. Then again, he became flavour of the month more towards the end of last season, didn't he? Let's have it right. Guys, over an hour in the stream, I've got a report to my daughter. She's going to meet me up and get what I'm saying with Daddy. Give me a few more comments. Give me some love, please. If you like the video, do be subscribing if you're new. Where's Solomon? Where's the chip shop, man? I want to see you guys commenting. I want to see you guys subscribing. You know what I mean? Danny AFC TV is a serious channel out here, guys. And yeah, guys, thanks for the 1,500 views last night on the Anthony Joshua Usyk fight. And it was a fucking splendid fight as well. So yeah, bros, I'd love a little striker. And Arda Güler, 17-year-old Fenerbahce striker. Doesn't have to be a £50 million, £70 million guy. You know what I mean? Go and nick a little young talent from somewhere. Hope for the best. Do you know what I mean? We've lost 72 on Pepe. We've given away Alexis Sanchez for a geezer called Mkhitaryan. You know what I mean? Fuck it. But shouts out to us all. Any more comments before I disappear? Please, 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 please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. You're real one, Daniel. You've got to go soon. And Leo's probably stressing right now in the text. I'll call you in 10 minutes. empty on my phone. Right, Manny the man of the match again. I'm glad Pepe's got a niece. You'll have a nice time there. But bro, it's 72 million down. When he comes back, he's got 12 months on his contract. Like, we talk about people with no resale value. Well, this is no nothing value. I'm shaking, thinking, you know, what the fuck? And if I hear we're subsidising wages, bro, no way. We may as well just keep him and keep him in the reserves. I'm kind of happy he's gone. But if it's to sign no one, it's not as bad as the Uber to Barca thing, but you take my point. It's like, just because of your enthusiasm to get rid of someone, Arteta, just because he doesn't fit your whatever, you know what I mean? Pepe is not the worst player in the world. He's far from being the best. He's far from being the worst player either, though. I think for West Ham or a Newcastle was brave enough. Like, I joked for West Ham fans today, yeah? I goes, would you take Ainsley Maitland-Niles, 55 million cash, and Nicola Pepe? He goes, you know what, Dan? Fucking yeah, because something's going wrong. But surprisingly, he's another West Ham fan that did say, fucking sack Moyes. Shouts out to Adam on that one. But guys, I'm going to get out of the building. My phone's going nuts. I've got to phone a couple of people. Absolutely love and respect. Please keep the comments rolling. If you want to come on the show, please just give me a message on Twitter or just leave a comment on YouTube, obviously. Imagine if Norway had qualified for the World Cup, would have lost Odegaard. True that. This is what I mean, bros. Is Tielemans good for you? Good enough for you? Yes, Tielemans is probably a good squad player, etc. But is he good enough when shit comes to the fan, bros? Like, do you know what I mean? When he is replacing Pepe, Xhaka, etc. Is he good enough when it comes to it, mate? I would rather than Ruben Neves, Declan Rice, or is that impossible because they're costing too much money? I'd rather wait it out and get the signings that we need, mate. Honestly. This is the thing now. I think we need quality over quantity. We've done this for a little while now. We need straight fucking, we need straight quality, bros. And that's what I'm looking for going forward from Arsenal. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'd be willing to wait, take whatever it takes to get the way I want it. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go. I've really got a couple of things to do. Cheers again, mate. Love tuning in. Let me just turn off that kettle. That's a bit unprofessional. There's nothing wrong with feeling like a little herbal tea and honey, but I shouldn't be putting on the kettle during the stream. Not when there's so many raw ones up in the building. What's this now? Right. But yeah, let's give it another 1 or 2 minutes then. Yeah, bro, I appreciate the love all the time. Mate, if you ever want to book a time, you want to come on the channel, please let me know, mate. It will be a pleasure. I can see your knowledge is sick on football, on boxing. It's probably the same on all sports. You're probably just an all-rounder on sports in general. So shouts out to you, Manny. Manny the man, the main man at the moment. Man of the match winner. Do you know what I mean? Again, not much Arsenal news. Depending on what you're believing, we're keeping Marquinhos until January at least. 2 goals in 3 in Premier League, 2 for Arsenal. Balogun is a record breaker for Rennes, 3 in 3. We keep hearing about Pina, Yeremy Pina at Villarreal. Had a good game tonight, scored again. RB Leipzig, left-footed centre-back. Joshko, I'll probably ruin his name. Govordoli, 35 million. We're linked with him. Uber 17.5 million to Chelsea. I reckon it's going to happen, you know. It's going to piss me off as well. That's pretty much it. Pepe close to deal with Nice. Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, all monitoring the Moyes or Moyes' Sosado situation at Brighton. But on that, guys, I am out. Respect. Shouts out to you all. You are all legends, G's, geniuses. I love you all. Manny is man of the match again by a clear way. So shouts out to you. But yeah, I gotta go. Any more comments before I go? Any comments before I go, people? Give me some words of inspiration. This Lucozade. Tastes dodgy. I froze it, innit? It seemed nice, like a slush puppy, just for a second. But then, nah. It got nasty. I'm not too versed.
I'm obsessed with the boxing. It's easy for I keep informed. But I've never seen a good fight in a long time. I love my football though.
Yeah, football is amazing, bros. Again, I watch Brazilian games if they're on. I'll watch an American. In fact, I think there's an American game on tonight, like Toronto versus Miami, 1 a.m. I'll end up watching it. Football enthusiast. Don't love every other sport. I can tolerate boxing. Don't really watch much after that. But yeah, next month I will do the Claressa Shields. I doubt it will get over 1,000 views like both of the Usyk fights, but I will do Claressa Shields versus, I can't remember the Newcastle girl's name, but yeah, I've got time for that girl. I like Claressa Shields. I think she's a bit of a, I like her attitude. You know what I mean? I think it'll be an interesting fight. Shouts out to her. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, I think it is almost time to go. My phone is popping the ass. Shit. Let me make it make some sound. People are fucking overly. Right, let me get this on. My God. Alright, cool. Wow, bros, that means you remember. Yeah, I was only chatting to someone about this yesterday, the day before. Because it blatantly tastes better. Bros, did you see about a year ago in some of the shops, there was a shop in Stamford Hill that started selling the glass bottle again. It wasn't like with the bumps at the top or the same shape. But do you remember when you was a kid? I don't know how old you are, but when I was a kid back in the day, when you used to get a bottle of the original Lucozade, man, and try and break it, bang, it was so hard. You'd be banging it on a wall for a minute, like, you know what I mean? Like, again, I know we're kids, like, you know what I mean? But I'm on a weak kid. This was a strong bottle, them Lucozade bottles, them glass bottles from back in the day. Then they went plastic, it never tasted the same. But shouts out to Lucozade on that one as well. But yeah, shopping Stamford Hill, the post office one, opposite Morrison's. If you ever know about Stamford Hill, my brother, I walked in there, was it last summer? And I was like, bro, no, £1 or £1.30. I was like, bro, glass bottles of Lucozade, orange and original. He was like, yeah, bro, we got this supplier. And then literally about a month later, he was like, yeah, bro, supplier put it up to this March. We told them to ensure you're gone. You know what I mean? So absolutely nuts, man. But yeah, I gotta go. Please be getting the likes of the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. But before I go, I just gotta know or hear what Manny's final thoughts of about and what is his memory of that Lucozade glass bottle. It changed flavour when it went plastic, buds. It just never tasted the same. Innit, man? It just never tasted the same, mate. I'm sure if I give him a minute, he's going to reply on this. Everything is going nuts. Go on, shouts out to T, a new subscriber on the channel. Fire! You gotta love that love. You gotta love that love, innit? But anyway, guys, I gotta go. It's time to keep it moving. Manny, you're a man in the match again. Guys, see you tomorrow, 10 p.m. Sunday, Monday. Yeah, man. And again, only so long of this transfer window. Like, all right, Tielemans will go into the last days, minutes of the window, as annoying as it is. Are we after a winger? Let's see what's really good. Let's start hunting down this news. You can rely on your boy Danny AFC TV to always chase down that news for you and be accurate with you. Manny, you will be impressed, man. Ben White COVID. Again, go and check. All you have to do to see that and tell him the truth. Sky Sports News don't have it. AFTV don't have it. Arsenal v Chelsea. I can't remember when we got beat. When Ben White didn't play, basically due to COVID. Yeah. Last season, obviously. Go and check. I told the world that Ben White wouldn't play. True, he had COVID. I've had other things spot on as well. Can't remember them all at the top of my head. I love the glass bottles too. I remember buying them and enjoying them. Yeah, man. Oh, bro, the cans are sensational. Not the thin ones they've got going on now. I still like the old style fat ones, and they still taste banging. Just an extra bit fizzy. Yeah, it's horrible in the plastic. What's happening, people? DD, I'm so sorry. I've got a phone daughter. I've got a phone Super T. I've got a phone all sorts of people. So I better give my daughter the quickest call because she'll murder me. It's about a car. And yeah, guys, I'm so sorry. DD, you're a real one as well. Please hit the likes on the video. I hate leaving like this. It seems so rude. Please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new to your real one, your real G, Danny AFC TV. You know that, the one and only 1,500 views on the watch along last night. I can't lie. I'm fucking gassed by that. 1,500 fucking views when I watch along. Hit it. Alright. Hit it. Alright. Like, literally, just like that, y'all. So I'm hit for shit. But, yeah, guys, I've really got to go. My daughter will be in no mood with me if I don't call her. Damn. Bless Danny. How you doing, my brother? Seriously, my daughter's after a car, and yeah, man. You know what I mean? If I don't help her out, she'll get mad with dad real quick. I'm lucky on them bets, bro. What I can say about football betting, and I'm being serious and it's like genuine, and obviously I know you work in the industry, no one's mugging you off. Bro, even down to Borussia Dortmund yesterday, yeah? Them scumbags lost at home to someone fucking stupid, bro. Football betting, sometimes, like, alright, let me give you an example. Do you know when it's like Europa League or Champions League and like it's game 4 and the team's already qualified? I get scared to bet on the team that's already qualified. They might play a weakened team. And yeah, for the first 3 or 4 weeks for me of the season, I can't lie, I don't love betting. It's a bit unpredictable. You'll always get that cocky cunt that comes out of nowhere and beats your teams, and you'll always get, you just get them weird ones. Borussia Dortmund, I'm not saying Borussia Dortmund are still the same like when they had Haaland, but they're not shit. They shouldn't be losing at home to fucking, I don't know, Smegum, who they lost to yesterday. Werder Bremen, I think it was. So it's all dodgy, that, you know what I mean? Don't know what Dortmund done tonight. I did hear Mane scored, so they've probably won. And yeah, City again. That's what I mean, bros. City again. A total fucking well. If you're a better, like I didn't have a bet on the game, but not even bottled it, bros. Just for bollocks. Woke up a bit late and just didn't fancy it as much. You know, you just don't fancy it as much. And honestly, if you go and look, just before the game started, I put on Twitter because my feeling started thinking Newcastle would get a draw here. I just put Newcastle make me proud, get a draw, and the fog on the time will all be mine or something. Just some dumbness like that I put up. Whoa, fuck me. Slightly one-sided in that game, yeah? Fuck me, bruv. Oh, again, Haaland, welcome to the Premier League. Welcome to the Premier League, my G. That is all I can say. And I'm still not saying that he ain't going to finish as one of the top scorers up there with the Kanes and whatevers and the Salahs, and probably the Jesuses of the world, but this is the Premier League. This ain't Germany, y'all. Sancho smashed up Germany. Look what he's doing at Man United. You know what I mean? And I feel the same. Bellingham will hit Liverpool or some other fucker next season for a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? And Bellingham looks good. But even Sancho looked good for England when he was at Borussia Dortmund. He don't seem to be playing as much now, does he? I mean, well, excuse me, internationally. So we'll see. But yeah, guys, my phone is getting terrorized, honestly. And I've only just put the sound on. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Shouts out to you all. Just got to take one picture. All right. Any more comments before I go? You're all the superheroes, guys. Yeah, bros. Yeah, 99 problems, but Arsenal ain't been one. That is very impressive. Because as I said, you know what I mean? It got to a whole stage where I couldn't even bet on my own football club no more. It was horrible. I could not. Wow, I knew they were 4-1 or 4-0 up at half time. Wow. But this is what I mean. Let's be honest. Bayern Munich have probably won the league in Germany already. PSG have won the league already in France. And we'll see across the rest of the world. You know what I mean? We'll see Spain. That's going to be what? Barca, Real Madrid, or Atletico Madrid. I think we can safely probably say that. Italy. Did AC Milan win today? I heard they were losing at half time. They're the champions there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? I heard Ugo's on the bench. Who scored? I know Lewandowski scored. In fact, I can look at this just as fast. Oh, do you know what? Honestly, though, do you know what? I love it, DD. I hate going when people are still commenting, but you know what? Yeah, my daughter's going to have a meltdown. Guys, I got to go. Absolutely shouts out to you all, man. AC Drew. See what I mean? All unpredictable out there, bro. But yeah, I know Atlanta's a tough team. And, like, you know what I mean? Atlanta was one of my teams about 18 months ago. I kept on fucking... My coupon would never get let down by Atlanta, put it that way. Dembele and Fatty squad. Right, my phone's annoying me. I'm so sorry. I gotta go. Please put the likes on the video. I gotta go, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. Shouts out to DD, Manny, Hanyumi, Linda, Kamala, Hanyumi, Lungbergkamp, all the real ones. Craig Cam, Easy, Hazard, Lee Akers, Blazer. I can't remember. T. Just all of you. Respect. Good night, people. I'm out of the building. See you tomorrow at 10 p.m.